Jesus is redefining power. Jesus is redefining victory. Jesus is redefining what God looks like. But unlike every earthly conqueror, Jesus is now saying that victory comes through a love that is self-giving. The crown that Jesus receives when he goes through the cross. Glory comes through suffering. Resurrection comes through surrender. And Jesus turns to his disciples and he turns to us and he says, anyone who wants to be my disciple, if you want to do life, if you want to have an understanding of what life looks like when you're in relationship with the Son of Man, who is the presence of God bringing the kingdom, if you want to do life with me and on my terms as the Son of Man, deny yourself, take up your cross daily, not like on Sundays only or maybe once a month or maybe annually you have a cross-bearing moment. No. He says, go to that thing every day. Go to that cross every day. And I think there's good reason for that. Because every day we will do everything we can to avoid going to the cross. But Jesus says, if you're going to follow me, if you want a victorious life, if you want a life filled with the power of God, the overarching dominion of God, the glory of God, come to the cross with me every single day. Now that doesn't sound like a warm fuzzy, does it? We don't follow Jesus around the cross, we follow him through it. And the promise is that resurrection life will be on the other side. See, Jesus says, I will be killed, but on the third day I'm going to be raised to life. The story doesn't end at the cross, it goes through it. And that same power, that resurrection life that waits on that other side of surrender, that same power that rose Jesus from the dead, that we can look back on due to our place in story and time, we can look at that power that raised Jesus from the dead and realize that is at work in us every day, where we turn every place and part of our life over in surrender to Jesus. So the question I have at this point is, where in our life right now is Jesus inviting us to take up his cross daily?